Hello, I'm Jackie. I'm a fellow learning coach with Florida Virtual Academy. Today I would like to discuss work samples. Oh boy, we just got a new guide and I have had several private messages asking me, help, help. So as a fellow learning coach of 3 enrolled students, I wanted to share with you what I do with this huge document with a lot of information. Now, as a lot of you know, after you've submitted your first one, it wasn't as bad as you thought it would be. But I wanted to go over what I do and how to make this a little bit more sane, if you will. A few disclaimers I want to go over. 1, I do not work for Florida Virtual Academy. 2, I do not work for K-12 Incorporated. 3, I do not replace talking to your homeroom teacher. If you have watched any of my videos or you know me on any of our live meetings or in our group, I cannot stress enough that you have to have a great one-on-one relationship with your homeroom teacher. You guys should know each other by first name. You should even, by all means, have each other's cell phone numbers. You know, really, there's so many resources available to you through your homeroom teacher and K-12 that I'm just another fellow learning coach that just wants to help you through these videos. All right, let me move my mug over here to the side, shrink it down, make it a little bit bigger just because I have to show you some more stuff in my documents. Okay, I am in Acrobat Reader. I'm not in the full Acrobat. This is the free program. I opened up my PDF in here. Let me grab a little water. You gotta hydrate. My other passion is health. So if you need any information on that, message me. But basically, drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. All right, here's the home page. I don't think they've changed too much in here on this. But as I scroll down, I want to go ahead and highlight this Friday one. I'm going to make a red line through it. We have already submitted October 2nd work samples. I'm going to highlight the next one in yellow, so I remind myself that in 1 week, I have to submit 3 different grades of work samples. Now, moving on to page 2. All right, I don't have anyone that's in phonics K through 1, so I'm going to strike through that. But I do have someone in literature, math, history. Oops, come back here. Literature, math, we'll do those together. Highlight, history, science, highlight. So this will just remind me of what I need to do, and I'll come back to those in a moment. Mark 12, I don't have that, but if you do, highlight it and make sure you read what needs to be submitted there. As far as elective courses, you would have art or history, art or music. Music was automatically loaded, so that's what we have. I'm going to strike out art. We have made some choices, but we hadn't gotten those yet. Regardless, we'll just highlight music, and then everyone has to do their PE fitness log, highlight there. Now in this new submission, there was not a new cover form. So I know in our original cover form that was given to us, it did not have PE listed on the cover page. So under the elective courses, I have personally added a block for that. Let's go here through the directions to see if they changed anything here. I did just watch a video from Ms. Castro, the new elementary lead teacher, and she talked about I-grade mostly and some of the work sample information. I don't think she clarified much of what was different in here. She did mention that there would be perhaps a new document like this for just grade specific, like this would be the 3rd grade one, this would be the 2nd grade one, and so forth. I personally like this whole big thing because I have 3 different grades, so I need it in one spot. I cannot have it everywhere else. So here we go. Every page on your work sample should say something like math, this course, the unit, and the lesson on every page. I know I use Word, Microsoft Word, and I use headers and footers. And so in the header is where I have my student's name, the homeroom teacher's name, and then the course with the unit and lesson. Going to submit your students' handwriting. Make sure that they do their worksheets, they do it in their handwriting, then that's when you take a picture and scan it in, and I insert it into the Word document. Actually, I'm using Publisher now. Complete the cover sheet, supplied. Yes, we'll have to go back to our old cover sheet because again, they didn't give us a new one for this one. Save it all into one PDF. I think some people had some issues. Keep asking your homeroom teacher to help you out. You have 1 more week, so the best thing is to troubleshoot that now. I know they've wonderfully given us some apps for cell phone use to on iPhone as well as Android to help you get a PDF using it that way. This will be through the file share. You must be logged in as your student in the OLS to see the upload for file share. You cannot upload through file share through the Learning Coach login in the OLS. So I'll repeat that again if I went too fast. For K-12 OLS, the online school, you must log in as your student's account. So let's say, first grade student, you log in as their username and password. And in there, when you go to file share and you go in there, you'll see where it says upload. You will not see the upload button as a Learning Coach. When you do it, it says here for the subject line of file share, there's no subject line of file share. You really actually need to give it your file name. So make sure that your PDF is saved as work sample submission Q1. I put Q1A for October 2nd. I'll put Q1B for this one. I think I saw another teacher had mentioned to put the date there. Again, we're getting different information from different teachers, but do what you can to clarify that this is Q1 second submission of some sort, I guess. And then your child's name. Some teachers want last name, first name. Some people want first name, last name. It's not clear here as well. Again, it's important that the files need to be as small as possible. I love using Microsoft Word because after I insert all my pictures and insert everything in there and have my one document, when I save it as, I can save it as the most minimal PDF possible. I'm not sure of any other programs of how to do that, but it really makes it a small file size. Attachment directions, here we go, teaches you how to do that. Oh, they included the Android and iPhone links. That's fantastic. So if you need that, there it is. All right, so they talked about here the teacher's going to give you some feedback. I know after the first submission, our teachers gave us back feedback only on the literature subject using the rubric. So there's that. Now, here we go. If I have my document here, I'm going to go to the third page. 1, 2, 3, and fourth page. I'm sorry, fourth page. I would take my red pen over here, and I pretty much cross a lot of this out. I don't have Mark 12, and I don't have a kindergartner, so really page 4 doesn't need anything for us. This is the top of page 4, which is, page 5, which is more of the kindergarten literature. Now, first grade literature, if that again pertains to you, that page would be important to you. But again, I would cross it all out. Let me see what I can do here real quick. Let me go to the whole page here. Let me highlight all of this. Oops, here we go. Highlight all that and see if I can do a quick strike through. There we go. Fantastic. Oops, went too fast. Scrolly scroll. All right, here we go. This is page 5. It doesn't pertain to our family. Strike through. And so when I come and look at this document, now I can just really clarify, like, okay, here we are. Now, this is second grade language arts. I know I submitted this for my student for the first work sample. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight that. I already did that. Now for the second one, I will have to just look at my student and see what she's done. If she's done Unit 5, we will have to submit Lesson 2. If she's done Unit 7, we'll have to submit Lesson 4. And so forth. So really you still have a choice of what to submit. Most people submit what's the easiest or what was the best for your student. Do so by all means. All right, moving on to the next page, grade 3. I know for my student, we submitted this one, so I am going to just highlight that. Now, grades K through 2, you just do you pick what's closest, like unit, again, let me go back real quick. For second grade here, whatever unit 2, 5, 7, 10, so forth, you submit what your child has done and what is their best work. Now, grades 3 through 5, whole new thing here. They have this little small print, if you will. If you have an asterisk, that means you must submit that. That is not optional. So it is required submission. Here we are. I'll actually highlight that. So if you look at this, here we are, Unit 6, Lesson 1, that is a required submission. So we are basically being told that's going to be our next submission, even if my student's on Unit 7 or 10. Because if you look at this, I actually want to unhighlight this one. Let me unhighlight that. Unit 6, Lesson 1, Unit 13, Lesson 1, and Unit 19, Lesson 1. Those 3 are required for the year. We have to submit 8, so we have to submit at least those 3. Just want to let you know that, so you don't lose that in kind of your, craziness of putting this together. So I've already, actually, maybe I'll cross this out with a green, underline with green. There we go. Go back here. I'll change this one too. I'm just a little nerdy about color coding, but really, again, for sanity reasons. So I'm not sure. I'll have to check where my student is. I'll highlight those 3. One of those 3 she's going to submit. All right, my 3rd grader is going to submit this one here. I don't know what the star is. Let me see if I can star. It's different. Okay, so that's that. The grade 4, I don't have a grade 4, so I'm going to cross that one out. And grade 5. Now, grade 5, we submitted Unit 2, Lesson 2, and it looks like I'm being told that we need to submit Unit 6, Lesson 1. Now, most likely we're there, and if we're not, we're going to be there because, again, the next one will be Unit 11. I have to do that. Whoops, I think I made me cross it out. You guys saw that. Okay, these 3 asterisks they are required. They are required. It says right here, lessons with an asterisk are required submission. And we get to pick the next ones. So I'm going to highlight those so we don't miss those. And make sure I save this document. Oopsies. All right, so, and that takes care of just language arts. Okay, moving on to math, we're gonna do the same thing. Math blue, I don't have any blues, so we're gonna have the blues, yeah, maybe. After this, we're gonna go ahead and get through here, cross these out. And math orange. Okay, math orange, I know we submitted this the first time, and then I can pick whatever, so I'll have to find out if she's on any of these. I'm not sure. Maybe she did Unit, yeah, I did Unit 5. So I'll have to look at one of those. She's going to submit one of those in this second round. Now, I don't have a purple. No, I do. So we have submitted this one. No, we didn't. I believe it was this one. Here we go. We submitted that. Now, again, in grades 3, 4, and 5, you have to submit these 3 asterisk ones. Now, let me clarify just in case I've confused somebody. You will submit 1 asterisk at one time. So for the second submission, we have 8 total. The first one, you'll do one of those first 2. The second one, most likely, we'll be doing Unit 3, Lesson 18. I believe we have a K-mail that clarifies that's actually Lesson 17. Double check your K-mail if you're in 3rd grade. So again, this one will submit for the second submission. If I lost you, I'm not sure. So we will submit that. Okay, next one. I don't have a math red person. Cross out. And for my 5th grader, I know we've submitted, we think we did geometry. We did do geometry, so I'm going to do the green. We're done with that. And again, we're going to pick an asterisk because we have to at one point. Now, let's say my student isn't there yet. Well, we don't have to submit this yellow, the asterisk one now, but it has to be submitted. It says here, units with the asterisk are required. You may choose 5 others for the year. So at some point, they have to be submitted in. Watch your K-mail from your teacher. I know I've got several to look at and analyze because there's some teachers telling us to do certain things and it's getting a little confusing. So, well, that takes us to the end of this document. So I'm going to quickly run back to the beginning and recap what your document should look like. You will have a cover page. I don't have the cover page loaded prior to taking this video, so sorry about that. I don't want to waste your time looking for it, but your cover page will basically have the order of what you need. Pretty much it's the same thing. Literature first, math, history, science, music, and PE. On the cover page, you will list the unit and lesson that you did. You will also list the OLS score. Now for K through 2, I believe for literature, you will not have a score. You will have more like a, even actually my 3rd grader, you'll have a workbook page document that the teacher reads. So there's really no score. Actually, there'll be a rubric score, I believe. But on my student doing second grade literature last submission, there wasn't like a 98%, there wasn't like a 60%, there wasn't anything to submit as far as that. So what I put in that area was see work page, or no assessment, see work page, and go from there. So that will help your teacher understand why you don't have a score there. So, and also on the home page, cross out, you know, Mark 12 if you're not using it, but if you are, of course, submit your stuff there. Phonics K through 1, I'm going to just cross that out. Some teachers have shown this, while others may have shown them in other means. So again, I hope this helps clarify that you're not alone, and that we're all in this together, and that work samples are a little hectic, but they aren't if you take them one at a time and you go slow and read the directions. When you look at the, so literature and math will be simplified because you're going to pick a lesson and a unit from this document. Math, history and science, you will look at your last completed unit. So if you're in unit 5 right now, your students on whatever in unit 5, you're going to go to unit 4 and pick their best or favorite lesson to submit. What we do, if you're not clear on what to do there, submit the activity pages that you did for that lesson, as well as take pictures. I know for science, we take pictures of the experiment, or if your student's pouring something or looking at something or measuring something. I do the same thing for music. If my student's going high, low, or something like that, we take a picture of that and submit it. For art, you'd take a picture of their sculpture, their painting, take a picture of their student. Your teachers don't mind pictures of your child in there. I know the Ms. Castro just noted that for kindergarten, if the child has if they're kind of retelling a story, they will allow a link. If you wanted to record their voice, there's a web page that she puts in her presentation. You have to read your K-mail and look at that. It's a Blackboard recording. You can record them and put your link in there for your teacher to listen to a retell. Or you just document it, or both. I would do both to cover your all bases. So again, ask me if you have further questions. I hope this kind of helped clarify some things. Again, how to look at this large document, but it's really simplified. What else do I have? Let's see, we did math, history, science, PE. PE, again, your fitness log. I had taken the fitness log, turned it sideways and put it on my document, and I put a table on top of it and typed in my child's stuff, but otherwise you just handwrite in your fitness log, scan it, take a photo, insert it, and you're pretty much done. Well, again, I'm Jackie. I'm just a fellow learning coach, hoping to help you with this craziness. As you can tell, my kids now, I think I've reached the limit. They're starting to talk and get loud, so I better go. Again, thank you so much. I hope to help. I'm here just to really increase communications between teachers and learning coaches, because it is so vital to your child's success, because I really, really believe in this school option. And again, every enrolled family should be successful. Have a great day. Thank you again. Thanks for all the messages, or I wouldn't have done this video. So continue to message me, and I can make more videos like this to help out. Talk to you later. Bye.